we're doing is inviting children, so ages 10 to 16, to come in with a parent to our lab, and we've combined some of the research with what we call public engagement. So we're trying to not only give these kids a chance to take part in our research, to teach us something about how they make decisions, but also give them something back. So we want to tell them something about what it's like to study at LSE, what kinds of things we do here, what it means to be here, and also explain them a little bit about the process of doing research. So we show them around the lab, we show them kind of behind the scenes, where do we have hidden cameras, we talk about the kinds of research that we can do here. And I've been fortunate to have a great group of student research assistants who are helping me, who are kind of sharing their enthusiasm. So I really like to see this as a project that has a lot of different levels. So kids are teaching us, these masters and undergraduate students are talking to the kids and explaining what we're doing. We're working with the families, they're telling us how do they do things in their family. And it's all part of trying to share our knowledge and also acquire new knowledge.
I experienced going to a shop and having 4 items to choose from.
I'm not that happy spending money because you lose money, and necessarily on toys you don't really need them.
Which one do I need right now? Because it was a toothpaste, packet tissues, bar of soap, or some socks. And I just went tissues because they're most useful for me right now.
I put a 5 out of 7 for fun when buying some socks. I found that very interesting.
You kind of just choose something which you like more, but even though it might not be the right decision.
With children, it's really interesting to see that even before parents might think that they really understand what it means to spend money or what rich means or poor means, that they have ideas about this from very early on.
When I did the balloon experiment, I found it a bit difficult sometimes because I got quite frustrated when I burst it, and I did start off a bit safer.
At first I was quite safe, then I got a bit more confident. I realised it could go bigger, it's a chance.
I was really scared if the balloon was going to pop because I didn't want it to pop because I wanted to keep on going higher in my prize.
In my mind I was thinking it was more a sort of, I don't know, a risk about whether I was going to pop it blow it up one more time to see if I could get that extra bit before it popped, but so it was a bit terrifying in a way.
Some of the tasks that we do with them in our experiments involve tokens that we give them that they can trade in for prizes, and we might ask them, for instance, how do you want to split these tokens between prizes for you and prizes for another child, or how do you want to trade them off between prizes you can get right now and more prizes if you wait a week and we'll give the prizes to you then. And so they make these decisions, and sometimes again parents are surprised to see, oh, my kid waited, I thought that they would be really impatient, or vice versa, I thought that they would wait and they were actually really impatient.
I don't want the money now, I want it later in my future life. Help me pay for other things and not like just toys that just break soon.
I was thinking to myself, if I lose money, I'm not going to be happy with myself. So for the gambling one especially, I was trying to do the least amount of money as possible, but still have an amount of money that could be tripled or doubled or made 4 times as much.
The degree of self-awareness when doing the testing, thinking, well, what do they want me to say? So what are they asking here?
We try to think more broadly about how can we reach people who might benefit from the research but might not be going out to look for it. So this is one way. We've got parents and we've got children of various ages, and we think that we might know some things that we could tell them about how do people make decisions about money, for instance. And often with these things there's not really a right answer, so we don't want to give them necessarily parenting advice, but we want to tell them what we test with our research and what kinds of lessons we've learned. And of course we want to learn from them in the process.
This was quite interesting. I've enjoyed hearing the PhD and how they kind of got here.
I like to know how people think, if they think the same as me or if they think differently and why.
I'm interested in this stuff now. Because I used to be like, oh no, science, not again.
It seems kind of fun because you get to ask questions and then go and find out what the answers to your questions are.